Luka Doncic has shown you that not only should he be an MVP candidate out the gate, but he probably is going to get that award regardless because my man is scorching earth right now. Listen, this is your boy P.kidd. This is P.kidd Talks NBA. You know why you're here. You know who I am. You know what you clicked on. Let's get into it. The Dallas Mavericks find themselves in a very, very interesting spot. They've made some moves in the offseason that many people would sit there and say didn't make them a better team. I am of the opinion that it did. But more importantly, what I also look at is Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic, and everybody else they put around them. That gives you a firepower of none other. If one person can't get it done, there's another person there. If both of those guys are struggling, you have shooters in your roster, on your bench who can get it done. And they've drafted well with Lively and things of that nature to be able to come in and give them some sparks off the bench and even in their starting lineup. This was not one of those games where you had to sit there and worry about somebody being off because Luka had enough for everybody. With 49 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, Luka said, listen, Kyrie, you ain't got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. Boom. The man hit, I think, 8-9 threes. It was at one point hit 4 in a row to close out the game. Luka is showing you that not only is he one of the best players in the league, he's not just one, he's probably and he's probably starting that campaign on a tangent. I mean, let's be real. It's 82 points realistically in the first 2 games of the season. Now we know that this is a long season. It's 82. However, ain't many people that can shoot and do what he does while still assisting and rebounding the way he does. It's just ridiculous. What he does and what he brings to the table is almost can't be stopped. He plays at his own pace. It's hard to sit there and gauge it. He has an elite, there's an elite handler, there's elite playmaking, there's elite shooting. You don't know what you're getting. And then on top of that, you have Kyrie Irving who can do the exact same thing in some respects as far as scoring, being able to create his own shot and things of that nature. On the other end, you can't double him. So he's in a situation where he's going to get you in the ISO most of the time. That defender's on the island this entire time. He's 50 for you. Luka is absolutely going to dominate this season. And I'm not sitting there saying that I'm not a prisoner of the moment. I've always sat there and said that Luka has the ability. I've always felt like if he did a little bit less, that he would be able to elevate his team and they'll be able to do more. However, when you have a player like Kyrie on your team, on the court, you know you can't double. When you have other shooters out there, you can't leave open. It makes him a legit threat. Even when he's not playing well, it's still something that's going to force the defense to make a decision, a hard decision as to who do we double, because now I have to double Kyrie if he gets hot. That's no without question. We've seen him dribble through a whole team and still get to the bucket, and I have to double Luka because it's Luka freaking Doncic. It's only so many people on the court at the same time. If I got to run double with 2, that's somebody's open, right? And that's kind of what you saw late game. I don't know if anyone else peeped that, but even when they did kind of run and seemed like they were bringing a little more pressure, they couldn't fully commit to it because it's like, hey, I can't leave my guy now. That false zone wasn't really working. And even though the Nets have a relatively bigger lineup, again, you can't leave anyone else open. That's just the team they've built. And I'm really happy to see that they've built a team like that and they have the right voices there. I love what's happening from a coaching perspective. I think Jason Kidd is actually doing wonders there. He's doing more. It's evident now that he's actually doing more than he's done in seasons past, in my personal opinion, and I love to see it. But even more than that, I even see Luka elevate his game in the sense of he played efficiently. He didn't force a whole lot. He's still looking to create. And I think he's looking to get more people involved more than I've seen him before. And that could be a true testament to what the energy that Kyrie has brought to that situation, because that's also what Kyrie does on a really good level that he doesn't get credit for. He gets other people involved and that was evident as soon as he hit as soon as he hit Texas. It was very evident in that. So I love to see that that has infected the rest of the team, and they're all looking to make plays for each other. And now this sets up this nice incubated situation, which the almost had a stroke. The Dallas Mavericks can now go ahead and actually see some long-term success, because it's been one of those things where Luka's always gotten the knock. We know that Kyrie's definitely getting the knock and the hate. So let's see them string it together. But at the end of the day, when you got somebody about to score a 50-point triple-double, Jesus, it's just hard to defend. It's just a whole lot to take on. But I love to see it. Now, is this sustainable? No. You can't expect Luka Doncic to score 49 every night and things of that nature. But the simple fact that he can, the simple fact that he will, the simple fact that he has no problem stepping up in those moments absolutely lets you know that people are going to have a hard time making decisions as to how they're going to defend this particular team. They're always going to be on notice when he's on the floor. That opens up so many opportunities for everyone else. They're going to have a lot of things that simply open up because of the fear that these two players can go off. And that is giving me good hope. While I am a Bulls fan, the Mavericks have been my West Coast team. And be honest with you, I'm a big Luka fan. I'm a big Kyrie fan, and I expect to see them to do great things this particular season. I don't necessarily have them in championship hopes, but I do feel like they may be one piece away from being a legit champion team. I think they're one big away, but it's kind of hard to say. I got to see how by midseason what that looks like, because they could have everything they need right there. But I think there's just one piece away. Doesn't have to be a star. And I hate to say it because he's in such trouble right now. But if Dwight Howard was in a better situation, just the way he can defend, the way that he runs the floor, I can see Dwight fitting in that situation. It'd be weird. It's weird, I know, but it's like But I want to hear your thoughts, man. I want to hear how you feel, Luka, with the near 50-point triple dub. Just scorching earth. The Mavs are 2-0 to open the season. They've showed up. They've showed out. Kyrie may not have had the best games, but he definitely gave you buckets when you needed it, and he wasn't a reason you lost the game, and that's also a good thing as well. It wasn't someone trying to force shots. He let Luka be Luka. They're not arguing over who's taking shots at what particular time, so that's always good between your stars. Let me know how you feel about it if you're a Mavs fan. Let me know how you feel about this if you are a Luka fan, Kyrie fan, and what you feel about this particular season. If this is sustainable, just different things, man. Get at me. Whether it's love, whether it's hate, put it in the chat. I'll be in there with you. Peace.